What's up and welcome back, and look what we have here today, the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. Now, I've been waiting on this for a while since they first announced the Galaxy S10s. I'm so happy to finally have this in my hands. If you don't know about this, this is an upgrade over the S10 Plus. It has a bigger screen, bigger battery, and of course, can access 5G. Now, unfortunately, I don't have 5G here where I live, but sometime in the future, that will become available, and that's extremely exciting. So without further ado, let's go and bust this thing wide open. All right, just to go over a few of the specs here, this thing, of course, does have a Snapdragon 855 processor, so it's top-of-the-line processor here in this phone. Android 9.0 is 5G ready, of course. Has a 6.7-inch AMOLED display, 16-megapixel camera on the back, 10-megapixel camera on the front. This is a 256-gigabyte model, so that is what it is. You can't expand this, unfortunately, like the previous phones, but you get what you get. It does have the ultrasonic fingerprint ID, which is under the screen. All-day intelligent battery, which is 4,500 milliamp hours, and your Bixby routines. Quick cuts. The phone in full display. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. But as always, let's get this out of the way first and see what else we get in the box. USB-C charging cable, of course, charging block. Earbuds tuned by AKG. I like this white color, and I do like that the color of the earbuds and the charger are white, since the phone itself is like a silver color. If you got the black phone, then you have black cables, which is good to match the phone. All right, with all that stuff aside, let's go and get this phone unwrapped. Now, just first looking at it, this thing, absolutely beautiful. This is a silver color, and woo, this is like the prettiest silver phone I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at this thing. First of all, not only is it huge, but this like reflective, it's like changing color as the light hits it. But as you can see here on the back of the phone, we do have a 4-camera setup. Now, just let me say this before moving on. How many cameras do we want on the phone? This thing has 4 cameras on the back and 2 on the front. That's a lot of cameras. You're talking about 6 cameras on the phone. I don't mind it so much because of how they have them placed. It looks kind of like the S10 Plus, but at some point, when are we gonna stop putting so many cameras on these phones? I mean, 6 cameras on a smartphone, a little bit overkill. Look on the bottom here, USB-C port, headphone jack, fantastic. Still have the headphone jack on there, so nope. I mean, other companies really can't make excuses. If they can do it on this big phone, still have a headphone jack, USB-C, big battery, speaker on the bottom. Other companies can do it as well. This is where you put your SIM card in, volume up and down, Bixby button, and power button. Let's go and get this thing powered on, and I will put my information in there and see what it looks like. All right, so I got all my information in the phone, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. I honestly cannot get over the size of the screen. It's humongous. I mean, going basically from edge to edge, there's barely any chin on this thing. I mean, the forehead is almost non-existent, to be honest. And just a little tiny speaker grill up there. Of course, you do have the camera cutout on the front, just like the S10 Plus. Now, I'm not gonna go over a lot of the same things I went over in that previous video because honestly, they're pretty similar. This phone and the S10 Plus, it's just this has a bigger screen, bigger battery, and can access 5G, and of course does have the 4-camera setup on the back. Look at the screen. Look how the video is taking up the whole screen, and these speakers are, I think they're louder than the S10 Plus speakers are. It's actually really loud. It's kind of like vibrating the whole phone, which is fantastic. Show this to both cameras. You can kind of see it. That looks absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, this thing is beautiful. All right, there you go. As you can see, this screen is absolutely beautiful. It's huge. This is honestly the biggest screen I've ever used on a smartphone. It's 6.7 inches, and it's using every single part of that 6.7 inches. Phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and check out the camera on this thing. We're gonna see what these 4 cameras can do for us. All right, got my trusty bottle, my gym bottle. Let's see how this thing looks on it. That looks pretty good. That's just a quick portrait photo, really nice. I mean, the 4th camera does add a lot to this. It's just, like I was saying before, how many cameras are we gonna have on phones? I just don't like how many cameras we're starting to put on smartphones these days. But if it makes it better, I really can't complain too much. One thing this 4th camera does allow for is portrait video. Same thing as a portrait picture where you take a clear picture of yourself and the background is blurred. You can do the same thing with a portrait video. So that'd be really nice to see. You can put that on like Instagram and stuff like that. Besides the camera, everything else is just like the S10 Plus, like I was looking at before. We do have the face unlock. Little ring goes around it, swipe up, unlocks it. Fingerprint sensor is still under the screen, so put your fingerprint on there. It unlocks pretty fast. Now, I am going to bring in the biggest Samsung fanboy I know, because he's never seen this phone before. I think he's using some old Samsung phone. Who knows what he's using? Anyway, he's going to check this thing out and give us his impression. This is his first time holding this phone. He's never held such power before in his life.
Anyway, I do have the Note 10.
He does not have it. He has a Note 9, an old Note 9 from like 7, 8 months. Nobody cares.
Well, Note 10, 2 months. But
9 months ago. Nobody cares. Note 9 months ago.
Well, anyway, let's see.
Now he's holding all this power in his hand. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Definitely true power. I must say this is true power right here.
How does this compare?
This is one of the best phones. I mean, I must say, like.
What is probably the newest phone to come out?
Yeah, of course. Until Note 10 comes out, and then,
you saying the Note 10 is gonna be better than this?
Absolutely.
Why?
Why?
What's the Note 10 gonna do that this doesn't have? Is the Note 10 gonna have 5G?
First of all, I have S Pen. That's first thing first.
What? Okay, so tell me, what's the benefit of having this S Pen?
I could take selfies with the pen. I could put the phone right there and then take a selfie myself.
So am I gonna see the pen in your picture?
Nope. It'll be right here.
I'm just messing. I can't wait for the Note 10 myself. I'm just bothering. But how does this compare to your Note 9? How do you feel about it?
Well, looking at it so far, it's similar to like smooth. Everything's like
super smooth and quick. Like that processor.
I got no lag. I'm really liking it right now, and the screen is beautiful, man.
Now, could you see yourself dropping $1,300 for this phone? No, absolutely not. $1,300 for a phone is way too much. I understand we're moving towards the future here.
For Samsung, you can, you know.
No, you can't. You cannot justify this for any phone. No phone is worth
Samsung.
I don't care. I don't care. What does Flossie say? TTG or something?
No, Flossie said this is a
TGD.
major go.
No, what's the abbreviation for the price? What is TGD?
It's weird because the phone itself is not that big. It's not that big.
It doesn't feel very big.
You can actually hold it in your hand and do it with it. But the screen is huge.
It's Curry fanboy there.
You don't need no KB. I'm just trying to prove a point. Really. Bang! Bang! Bang!
You saying bang on the red.
My player. Uh-oh. You ready for it? Bang!
How dare you?
Bang! 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 Shimmy on him.
And there you have it. Enough of that Golden State fanboyism. As you can see, this phone is absolutely fantastic. It is a pretty moderate step up over the Galaxy S10 Plus, but for $1,300, is it really worth it? And that's what it comes down to for a lot of these phones. The price is very high. And this phone is absolutely beautiful. And honestly, I've never held or used a phone that looked this nice or performed this well. But for $1,300, I mean, I don't know if it's worth shelling out that kind of money for it. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you love this video, feel free to subscribe. If you'd like to support this channel, please share this with everyone you know. Until next time, it's been my pleasure. Peace.